What is going on, everybody? It is Tech Geo here, and yes, you read the title correctly. I quit my tech sales job as an SDR. That's the truth. And what's next? All right, y'all, so go ahead and let's jump right into it. Why did I leave my job as an SDR in tech sales? I want to give you guys the full scoop, the full update, and exactly what had happened and what inspired that decision. And so, as you guys know, once you're getting an SDR, once you graduate course careers, you start to get on the job hunt. That's like the next stage. You do course careers, you get a certificate, and then you start looking for companies on LinkedIn and you start applying. So that's what I was doing. I had a bunch of interviews. Some companies I didn't make it to the final stages, but 2 companies I kind of got a offer, official job offer, and out of the 2, I chose this one that I went to. The first 2 months were great. There was so much good energy. Everyone was seemed happy, but things started to change. Everyone that I started working with when I first got there, I saw people leaving, getting fired slowly. New people came in and then they got fired. And so my boss I was working with decided to leave the company, or I guess it was a mutual agreement or whatever may have happened, but he left, which is the main reason why I wanted to be with that company, is because of his great leadership. And then things just started to go south with leadership, and just things were going wrong. And the company, can't say anything bad about the company. They gave me an opportunity. I just felt like it was of my best decision to actually part my ways instead of waiting to get fired, because that's kind of what it seemed like. That's pretty much why I left. And I was there for about 6 months and I decided to make that decision. But another thing I really want to touch on with you guys, and I think it's super important, is go to repview.com, also Glassdoor Reviews, and you can read actually company reviews of the company you're looking to work at and get reviews from the employees that actually worked at that company, because that will actually give you a much better insight than going in blind and expecting or hoping for the best. So that's just some game and gems I can give you guys before you commit to a company, because picking the right company in the beginning is more important than just picking any company just to get started. So I'm gonna let that sink in. So really take your time and choose the right company. Hey, do you guys have any SDRs that have actually moved up into an AE role? The average tenure of someone who's at this company. Why are they hiring SDRs? Has something happened in the past? Really dive deep in your interview and your research and kind of understand more about the company, because the company can be great, the product can be great, but you really want to enjoy the people you're working with and have a natural career progression into an AE or maybe an SDR manager. So those are the few things that I would point out when you're looking to get started at a tech sales company. So what's next? Am I still going to be getting into tech sales? What am I looking to do? Where am I at? What's going on? So I made that decision to leave the company on good terms. I was like, hey, this is the decision I made. Put in my 2 weeks, and they actually got me out the next day. So I was told them one day, the very next day I was gone, and I felt like a huge relief on my shoulders. I was I feel like I could breathe again. It was just a lot of stress and whatnot. But what's going on now? I found another tech sales job as an SDR. I already got the offer and accepted it. So now I'm an SDR at a new company, which I'm super excited about. They have a great team, a great leadership, a great mission and great goal. And I'm just super excited to be a part of the company that I am now with. And I'm also working with the person I wanted to work with at my first company. He's at this company, and that's kind of how I got introduced. So make sure you really cherish your relationships once you make it to a company, or any relationships at all. Even on LinkedIn, if you message someone or you connect with someone or you write comments on their posts, really cherish your relationships and do not burn any bridges, no matter what you're going through or what's going on, because those relationships are going to take you so far in your tech journey. And that's really, how you progress, is through relationships and connections in the industry. And the industry is a lot smaller than you think. Tech is a big sector, but as you get in the industry, you start to see a lot of familiar faces, especially if you're working in sales and tech sales. So that's just one tip I can give you guys. But yeah, I'm an SDR at a new company. Now the next goal is to become an account executive. So I'm gonna keep y'all updated on the journey, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.